Good morning, chat.
Good morning, chat.
It's been not quite as long for this game, but we're back now. We got some Apollo justice.
Jay's back to Apollo Justice, right when he started to love life again.
Just in time. Oh. I have no idea what this is gonna fucking happen. So, I completely forgot what happened last time we played. There was a dead person, and then there were two dead people, and the person who I'm pretty sure is going to be our client can't speak English. So that'll be fun. Let's just get into it, huh? Okay. Case 3, Turnabout Serenade, Trial, Day 1.
I'm so not ready.
That's, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine!
It'll be fun.
July 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3.
Boom.
Oh, Christ, here we go. The court is now in session for... How do I say that? Pachi Toraye, Your Honor. The pixie of the Apretio. Right, in his trial. The court is in session. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge. Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. Ah, my opening statement, yeah? No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about. Yes? They say you're gonna visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. Okay, what the fuck? Judge, what the fuck? What do you say to them? Eh? I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Actually, you happen to be visiting someone who's terminally ill.
And,
right after this trial, the Chief Justice's son. This doesn't feel appropriate. This feels like we should not be, I feel like you should not be talking about this in the courtroom.
Yes.
Chief Justice? His son is afflicted with a most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems. Not to seem disrespectful, but, like, what does this have to do with the trial? So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
Because social cues are permeating society and I hate them. He's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for?
You're so gay, it's disgusting.
In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Guilty. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement briefly. You're in luck here, Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First, the two reviews the victim in this case. Romain Letaus, age 35. The global manager for Diva songstress La Miroir. Cause of death, blood loss, due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. Technically it should be high caliber, but it's whatever. The report has all the details. The court accepts this into evidence. Death due to loss of blood from gunshot wound, estimated at 99:30. Okay. Noted. Yeah, that's quite a large caliber, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet. That's true. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved. I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering. Victim is shot. Shoulder. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. This is where the bullets hit. As he, the court accepts this evidence. Diagram added to the court record. Talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kick. if, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. Well, not untrue.
He's
The
very,
defense will take more
very
care in
fragile.
choosing examples. But am I wrong?
Apollo.
They hated Jesus for he spoke the truth.
They hated Jesus for he spoke the truth.
Are you Jesus in this analogy? Yes!
I'm like Deadpool, but in lawyer game.
As I was saying, whenever you're done here, to my forehead, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room has only one entrance, door. That does seem to be the case, yes. However, there were witnesses who heard gunshots.
Keep talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yeah, me and Detective Sky. Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible. Ow.
Shut up.
Exactly. This murder was impossible. My theory, the victim killed himself. Oh. Javier, are you about to fucking accuse me of murder? One person? That is, of course, the defendant Machi Tobaye. Okay.
Are you seriously accusing a child of a murder?
Yes.
No!
Only this defendant could have committed the crime? But how? It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear. Very well, I assume you have a testimony to back up this claim. Please show the witness to the stand.
Ah.
I thought we were bringing the defendant to the stand. I thought that's not much to me. That's.
This is
I present to you the true murderer.
Shut up.
Your name and profession, please.
Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department.
Yeah.
I was in security detail at the concert forum that night.
For some reason, I still have problems with that.
No one cares.
Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say?
It's not security, couldn't even stop the murder.
Well, I mean, you are a detective. Again, it's strange that you were there as security. Instead of, like, you know, an armed officer. Possibly several. Considering two very high-profile musicians and their bands were performing. You'd think they'd actually have private security details, actually. Huh. I guess this shows me for reading into an Ace Attorney case. Apollo, shut the fuck up! The fourth wall can't take much more of this.
You want too much from the lawyer game.
You are asking too much from this series, Apollo.
You're being too much logical.
Don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know. If you're waiting for us to disagree, Your Honor, we're gonna be here all day. I'm sure that makes you feel much better.
I want to hear about this bigger mistake.
No, you don't, Trucy. If you hear about them, they're gonna make you mad, and they're gonna make me mad. Because I'll have to remember what they were. Because most of them happened to Phoenix.
Okay, I'll shoot us in the daddy then.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered. Not prevented, but you know, you found it after the fact, so, you know, Silver Star. You were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
Alright.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Want me to Nakun you? Fuck. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at the prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved at the concert in some way were allowed backstage.
And also, like, apparently, like, one of the performance buddies and their, like, assistant slash boss slash daughter figure sister. Again,
Yep.
why the fuck were Apollo and Trucy just allowed back there?
Well, Clavier already sees Apollo as a partner, and he sees Trucy as a little sister. So
Of course.
I guess I guess I can explain it because everybody is siblings in this universe. Remember?
Everyone's related, either through court cases, homoeroticism, or family ties.
At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
You gonna include the part where you left me alone with the body for half an hour?
You want me to?
It is lucky that a detective was the first on the scene.
But the door was only way of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I didn't get it. How can they say that Machi did it?
Well, there was that little window.
And also the vent.
Yeah, there were a lot of ways into that room, actually. It's amazing nobody discovered that. Well, except us. Looks like we need a bit more information.
Yeah.
You know, unlike the information we already have, that the game just isn't letting us acknowledge. God, this is really starting to feel more and more like an Ace Attorney game. Hey, very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
I get the very strange things of deja vu.
Alright. And the murderer was in street next. Last. All them cause with someone right next. This
How?
feels pressable. Oh, wait, hold on. That sounded way better in my head. Can I, I'm gonna press that. How could you know something like that? Take a breath, detective, it's okay.
As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. One exact circumstance. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, the door.
We saw the fucking vent close!
And also a little window. It's pretty small, but a child can fit in it, at least a toddler. A small window only opened a tiny crack. And I was sitting in front of the door. So, how could the killer have fled the
There's
scene?
literally a ladder underneath the fucking vent cover, Jesus Christ!
You're wearing glasses for a reason, please. Please,
You
use
are a
them.
fucking detective!
She just like Ganshu, oh my god, but she's like Ganshu, but she's got even more stuff. There's only one possibility, the air vent.
Oh, so you're fucking acknowledging that there's another way in and out of the room!
Apollo, have you ever heard of a kid while give a manga?
Shut the fuck up! I'll fucking kill you! But that air vent was too small! Who could possibly... Oh fuck, wait a minute.
Exactly.
Wow.
Fuck. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me.
I don't know.
See?
I guess if I had, like... If I was sufficiently oiled...
You were what? The only one who could fit through.
Mr. Justice, that's not a mental image we needed. I beg to differ.
Fuck! The only one who could fit through was a child.
Or a sufficiently oiled defense attorney.
Fuck!
Child! Trucy, you're a child!
I'm 15. I am not a child.
Oh yeah, but that's like kinda child age. Can't vote.
Apollo, I still have that revolver, so shut the fuck up for your own good.
Oh man, you do.
Only those involved at the concert were allowed.
And also us. I feel like someone needs to acknowledge that.
Okay, Your Honor, Apollo was there in the crime scene, next to the body.
Wait, no, hold on.
Acknowledge that, please.
And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child.
Like they all turn
Apollo
to
just like
Trucy.
glances over to Trucy.
Oh, gosh.
Apollo looks over at Trucy, everyone else looks at Apollo. What?
He accuses the child. Who accuses my child?
The defendant, the pixie of the Aprizio, flitted up towards the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. Stop calling him that! That's just conjecture! Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know her forehead. Exclamation point.
And there is another vital piece of evidence.
Oh,
but
come
I
on.
only
God
gonna
damn it.
present it now. I only gonna present it now without telling you first.
Evidence? What?
Marks
Nani?
were found in the air. Marks were found at the air vent grill. Fuck. Traces that it had recently been opened.
I feel like you could have brought that up sooner. Wait, what?
And something else was found, quite clearly.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
The defendant, Machis Tabaye, what?
What fucking dialogue?
The way she's stating like, bitch.
Order, order, order! Ow. Why do I keep doing that? That's right on my ring. That event was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, hair for head, what fairy tale does this suggest to you? Some party's attorney case. Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie.
Are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was whipping it out in the audience.
A likely story. So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. Know the circumstances under which the body was found. I was there.
An examination of the crime scene was enough to nail down the killer.
I'm sure they have a good reason. Like laziness, or incompetence, or corruption,
Probably
or a
both.
combination of the three. He must have had a good reason to arrest Machi. Or at least a reason. And I'm gonna find out what it was. Press this. Yeah, fucking. You know, Apollo's mentioning, like, wait, but we were let in.
I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you.
You saw me back there.
Yeah, but I did not invite you.
Oh, fucking fantastic. I gave the Fräulein special permission to meet her. I wanted to see her again.
Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now.
Step off, bitch!
What did you...
Back up! Not you, small Fräulein. Herr Vorhin. Great.
Some other hands-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. I snackooned them right to heaven.
So no other outsiders were there then.
And then,
At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots.
mm-hmm.
Rock!
Blaring, yes.
Hey, when you say rock, are you refer... Judge,
Judge,
if what you're about to say involves any kind of joke about sediments, about metamorphics, about igneuses, I don't wanna fucking hear it. Oh. Did this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? That's right, when we went to the dressing room, music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. Hey, pipe. Oh, Emma.
the pipe song from the stage into the backstage through speakers.
They do this on purpose to agitate people trying to prepare.
That way, people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on the stage.
I feel like normally there's supposed to be a guy for that. You know, the like the little intern with the clipboard that's like, "You're on in 5 minutes, Mr. Gavin."
Probably.
It'd have to be so loud. You don't listen to the Gavineers with your ears. But that's music. That's how you music. You feel it with your entire body and soul. Jesus Christ, he's so pretentious. Why is it hot? I always
Yeah,
have
that
the
was-
backstage monitors at full volume.
When we walked into the room, the guy was playing Guilty Laugh, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime.
You can hear that music playing. Everyone on stage for that song has an alibi. Ah, including myself.
Anyway, I chose off the scene and stated my investigation.
Uh, the night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes?
Polly, that's right.
Apollo, we were there.
We heard the gunshots. We
What was the detective doing on security detail, might I ask? I love this. Apollo's just calling out all the bullshit that I've called out. If it was only a concert.
My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even if they come from the wrong girls.
Prosecutor Gavin? Yes. I smelled something that day, you might say. The stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys. That whole morning, no, their whole day was ruined. It's all because someone stole my keys. By my going to the show, I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? These items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? If your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect.
Oh shit!
Damn, the judge is out here accusing people now.
Finish.
Oh crap! Sorry, I'm getting text from that wants to. They're out. It's out, but
Ah,
hopefully they can make it.
yeah.
Okay. There we go. Oh my fucking god, Clavier. Love, slow acting, and new. Some fucking word in German that rhymes with you. I imagine German. I don't know what language that is.
German doesn't
That might
exist.
just be English and I'm just stupid.
He's saying
Or English
something.
sucks. English is a malicious language. As we have both learned over the course of this series. English is a spiteful language.
Yeah, some sort of. That's why I still don't know how to properly speak English.
It's fine.
He's saying something.
Everything with this guy have to be so over the top. The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on the hands on the task. Unfortunately, he was unavailable, so I got Sky instead. I see. I can accept that.
Well, I can't. Why do you mean time of the?
This game just decides sometimes that I don't get to stop on dialogue.
No, it's okay. It was actually fitting in.
I believe that's enough of that. Shut up.
Shut up, Detective Sky.
Here. Exclamation point. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict. Hey, can I fucking say something, please? Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit, I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. I can't be over already! Very well, I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence, the prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain.
Apollo, do you want me to do another hostage situation for you?
No,
so you can
I
win
swear
the
to
time?
fucking God, if you pull up Mr. Hannigan!
What do we have?
Wait. This bitch. This bitch from DiGiorno. She saw something. I know she did. Because the fucking brooch. The brooch is in the room.
Apollo, your voice is breaking again.
Ah! Squawk! Squawking. It to be clear and plain.
Apollo, they've got us on the ropes already.
Oh God, we've been in this case for like 20 minutes.
We better come up with something quick.
I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence or a witness that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. Not that. No. Mr. Justice, I have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case. If you do, you'd better tell us about it now. Said so soon. Mess this one up, it's all over. The court wants contradicting proof. God. Bitch with the brooch! I mean, I have a witness. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as a prosecutor. And my million-seller hit. That one. You know the one. Trust me, you all know.
There it goes again.
That's too bad, because there was a witness. Oh, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not? Because I'm the only one in the world who knows this. I'm just built different. What's going on? I just talked to him, and now... He's alive! Mr. Lataus, can you hear me? Hold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. We're gonna be fine. Help us on the way. Hang in there, Mr. Lataus. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness. The high. What? Well, the victim said this before he died? Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not. What do you mean by that? All we know is what her forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. Objection! Fuck you!
Fuck me yourself, you coward.
Damn it! I have to win this case! But it's the truth, he said it! I even told you about it! Apparently you ignored me completely, and honestly, that's the part that hurts the most. It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job. That's enough! Jesus Christ, both of you fucking calm down. Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours is unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty. I will shoot you. Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for. We're backing out now. Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice. Tell me wrong.
It's the guy.
Detective Dick Gumshoe. Who I don't even canonically know. It's not wrong, right? Because the brooch is in there.
Yeah, we found her brooch.
Oh, please be right. That'd be right. Call Mr. Lataus' last words. The witness is a high red. The siren. Aha! He met the siren.
That's right, the siren of the ballad. I'm Mirar. Mirar was the only one on stage for the second set, and she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness.
I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, my claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Fuck you.
Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? Now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. Please show Lemirard to the witness stand.
Mirar would say nothing on the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today we'll drag that story out of her no matter what it is. I'll beat it out of her if I have to. Someone say something. I don't want to hang on that.
You can
live with it.
hit a woman. She's too pretty, you can't hit her.
Oh God, you're right.
It is my distinct honor to welcome the Siren of the Ballad to our courtroom.
You're too kind.
Ah, yeah, you can speak English. Okay, thank God. That's the big hurdle I was worried about.
Yes, I can. Though I am not very good. There is much I do not know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
You mean in the court? No, I haven't. Actually, I do not know how I came by the knowledge of your language.
All I remember is waking up in a pod in the near my grandfather Gohan's house.
Nor worse.
And then the first full moon came.
I turned into British. Nor where I studied it.
Damn, this is some insane fucking amnesia.
What? What does she mean she doesn't know?
I too sought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course.
What's that?
As she wasn't good for my case. Oh, never mind, amnesia. That's a significantly better reason. Amnesia?
Monroe is not my true name.
I mean, we kind of figured that.
Yet I remember nothing of the time before I was given it.
Oh no.
Nothing of the time before I started sitting on the stage.
Oh no.
Wow, she's a bit more mysterious than I thought.
Drusy!
I get your excitement, but that's not very good for our case. Please!
Trucy. As lauded singer Hamiroir, she lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success, except for when people get murdered. Yet I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress. I see. I care surprisingly little about people's pasts. In truth, I just don't give a shit. I honestly do not care.
Be like Judge, don't give a shit.
In all honesty, Prosecutor Gavin, I do not give a fuck. You have nothing to fear in this court, Namirar.
Thank you. Yeah, there is something I do not understand. I am being called as a witness. What might I say?
Fucking.
Ah! Apollo's like digging his nails into the desk.
Apollo, calm down. She's just pretending. You know that.
Like biting the defendant's table. You fucking saw something! It's like so antsy to present the brooch. Like biting the desk and slamming the brooch on the tables.
Fucking. You give me your testimony!
Now that the image is not gonna leave my mind till the end of the stream. No one will tell me anything of what happened.
Ah!
Anehal, let me be frank. I thought you were Clavier. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand.
Why? Congratulations, Apollo. You're a bad guy.
Nothing's fucking changed! I am literally always the bad guy. Like, this is coming up in couples therapy. You always make me the bad guy.
Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. My dressing room. End of testimony. What I saw.
As for what I saw nothing.
And that's the only statement.
That night, I was invited to sing on the stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. What the fuck was that, Jay?
I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm normal. I'm okay. I'm normal. I'm fine. I'm so normal.
You sounded like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details.
The fucking brute!
I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying.
Bobby was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying.
There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat and to refrain from detaining her longer than need be.
Wow, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go!
Trucy, here's $3. Go get something out of the courtroom vending machine.
Leave me alone. Very well, Mr. Justice, keep it short and sweet.
Leroy wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime. Just like every other woman I've spoken to. She must know something, and I've got to find out what. Fucking brooch! No, I didn't mean to press! Fuck! What were you then? What were you doing?
You're getting too worked up over this one, Jay.
Paul's like frothing at the mouth, like holding up the brooch and waving it.
This ex probably would have nothing stop.
Hey, Machi was with you at the time.
Where he was?
So much for an alibi for Machi. Fucking go back! Let me present the fucking... Fucking brooch! Objection! That's right, bitch!
Like just hucks it at Lemirar's head.
Bonk.
I'm sorry, Lemirar, but I'm just having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not?
Nice, that's Lemirar's. She was wearing that for her song.
Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin?
What?
This brooch was found after the murder took place, at the very scene of the crime. What?
Lemirar?
How did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you'd been wearing it during your performance that night. That's right, I get less raspy when I start to win.
What is the meaning of this? Lemirar, please explain.
Lemirar? Now for fuck's sake.
She says English is quite difficult.
I mean, she's right, but like, fucking... That's not the time. That trick's not gonna work here! Oh, fuck off.
Blah, 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 blah.
Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer.
I didn't realize having a large forehead, like, naturally made you less likely to be a lawyer.
I'm sorry I lost a genetic lottery at my
Yeah,
time.
fucking-
Sorry.
If I knew that it was going to be criticized so heavily, I would wear a fucking hat, or at least like a bandana.
But you have missed one important fact.
Oh, what now?
In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
so you
God.
fucking lied in your testimony! So you're leaving shit out!
Blah, blah, blah.
That 1 second from the right on the top line looks like a guy doing the Kamehameha. Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak.
You really saying all that?
Talking about Apollo.
I don't know! Right when the incident occurred, Ah! She talking about that?
Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup.
Oh, fuck. Right, understood. I'm gonna make sure no one comes in, right? Now she left. Mr. Lataus, can you hear me?
You've already done this.
Oh god, you're right, we have. Oh god, are you feeling it every single time?
Yes, I've lived this moment so many times. Just let me die.
Siren, witness anything? What was that? Who's there? Yeah, I know Kung Fu!
Wrong!
Ghosts! Emma, did you see anyone just now? Like perhaps a ghost?
Huh? No.
Could have sworn I heard a ghost close a door.
I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind you.
So this was when your boots dropped? That explains that.
If you just glance at the scene of the crime, how could the brooch
Yeah,
possibly...
wouldn't it have fallen into the hallway?
Yeah, how did you... Lady, that doesn't make sense.
Bitch,
It does.
that's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a name.
She has raised the possibility. The only thing that could counter that is evidence.
Oh, so you don't want to consider my suggestion her as a witness, but you gladly consider that she just probably might have dropped Bruce just by fucking glancing at the crime scene?
Yeah, this is, yes, if you looked at the crime scene.
Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room.
But then there was a dead body and a screaming child in there.
Druzy wasn't there, though.
I wanna scream so bad. I knew nothing for what had happened, of course. I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Sounded like a lawyer.
Airforehead shouting who's there, no doubt. A horrible voice indeed.
Hey!
Ah!
That's unprofessional conduct.
I closed the door immediately.
Uncool.
Yeah, that explains the brooch.
No, it fucking doesn't.
It fucking doesn't!
It's too convenient. She's hiding something. I mean, Rar, you did look into the room, though, right?
Yes.
Testify as to what you saw.
Very well, though it was only briefest of glimpses. When my performance was finished, I went backstage for a moment. I saw nothing. The late Lato's body was behind the wall. There was a wall? Then I was led by the police. Is there when something had happened?
What doesn't ring true about her testimony?
It's hard to imagine Luminar's lying.
Might not be lying, but she's hiding something. So basically, she's lying.
Oh, my little dangle's glowing. On stage, that's true. True. But we know Mr. Lataus' body is behind the wall.
If this line was added to the testimony, so there's clearly something off about it.
Yeah. I don't...
I saw... Oh, yeah, there was a little wall. But... I can't
But
say
how
why...
would she know that it was there if she couldn't have seen it?
Oh yeah, she just took a quick glance at her, she says.
Yeah.
And she
A quick
already saw
glance,
the body behind
enough
the
to
wall.
know that the body was concealed.
Oh, wait, her throat!
What?
Oh, wait. I thought I was... No, try again. Something's off.
Yes, yes! She gulps!
Gotcha! She's fucking gulping! The late Mr. Lataus' body, you say?
Yes.
You know something more about Mr. Lataus' death than you're saying.
Wait. Information about the carpet is restricted to police and related parties.
What?
I can see you trying not to remember. The effort made you swallow. Can't fool my eyes. I see everything, you goofy bitch!
It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Altos have to be shot?
One moment, Lemirar.
Yes?
What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Lataus have to be shot?
Yes?
Was hiding something. I knew it. Lemirar, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony.
Huh? How could it be?
Lemirar contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it.
She's not supposed to know he's been shot.
Yep.
Tell me, Lemirar, how did you know he had been shot?
Well,
Immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Lataus had been shot. How could you have known? Do I get my theme now? Am I winning?
Your Honor, quick question, am I winning?
Oh, no. No, this isn't Pressing Pursuit, but it's close. It's something.
Lemirar, you ain't hiding something from this court, I hope.
I literally just laid out that she is. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet.
Oh, now I remember. Please, allow me to add it to my testimony.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
She looks kind of pale, huh?
I don't think you have any room to judge her for that. Saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so.
I saw the bullet holes in the wall. Mr. Lataus had been shot.
You were hiding behind the door. How could you look at it? How could you look at
The
this?
door swings in to the right. If she had just glanced in, she wouldn't have seen the bullet holes.
Ha! You goofy bitch. Lemirar, they call you the siren of the ballad. But lies are hardly becoming of such a creature.
A put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice.
I'm trying to be cool.
But such put downs are hardly becoming for you.
Look, it made me feel cool. I need self-confidence.
Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah?
Can I be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lemirar, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? There were bullet holes in the room, yeah. They were in the wall the door is on. See? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, couldn't have seen those bullet holes. That's right, you and your frills are fucked now.
Lemirar,
Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. Afraid you've been holding back something. Your true power. Ajay?
Huh?
I think your voice is too quiet. I don't think your mic's picking it up.
Wait a second. Раз, два, три, четыре. Ты меня слышишь? Jay,
Yeah?
ты меня слышишь?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, I asked you in Russian. And I didn't understand that.
Sorry, we're good.
And I must tell you. What is it? What I saw?
Yes, you're a witness. That's
And
the
you're in
fuck-
the courtroom.
That's why you're on the stand.
You're in the.
The happenings in this trial are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in DiGiorno. You understand your reputation is at stake. It's up to you to avoid tarnishing it. Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her would yield us absolutely nothing.
But what? already has! Amir, you make it so hard to love you. But she knew how Michelin House died. And he named her as a witness! You must have seen something, Lemirar.
Very well. Mirar, please continue your testimony.
Well, I shall.
Okay. Okay, what I saw too.
Equal. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage. There was some. Look, funny.
Yo, she's pogging.
There was like a little window there.
Live
That's
with
what I
Mirar reaction.
The new emoji on Discord. There was something like a little window there. That's what I saw. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was. Huh?
So you did witness the crime. And the killer was a grown person, you say? Ah, this is just my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Herr Forehead.
Why do I get the sneaking suspicion she's about to accuse me of murder?
Very well, Mr. Justice, you may begin your cross-examination.
Great going, Apollo. You were right about the Wonder War.
Then why is the pit in my stomach not feeling better?
What's wrong? You don't look too happy.
This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. I smell fish. And I'm not tucking a delicious trout. All right, Apollo. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
None of us did.
Over to the backstage exit. Window. See, this is good for a statement. The problem is, this is contradictory to what we know.
He's a cool person.
Let's...
Yeah, let's press it.
A grown person. That's a little vague.
I'm sorry. My skill of your language is lacking in me.
Yeah, certainly you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female.
It's 2024, Your Honor.
You
Can't
don't
make those
ask
assumptions
these
anymore.
questions. You may accidentally offend someone.
Yeah.
He was a man, a young man, quite like
Wait a
that.
minute. Wait a minute. I don't like where this is going.
No, no, no! I didn't.
You were sure about that? No, I'm not so fucking sure.
And you're sure of that?
Yes, his voice was quite clear.
I don't like this. Voice.
Yeah, looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem
there's
unlikely that you
nothing
wouldn't
in
have had a
it.
clear view of the shooter.
As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I heard his voice, I do not forget it.
Oh no.
The voice was the voice of a man.
Oh no.
You heard that voice. But wait. Wouldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Whitehouse?
Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? It was Mr. Littles who spoke. I would have known.
Indeed. So you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man.
Apollo, this is a good testimony.
Apollo, you're a young man.
That proves that there wasn't Machi.
Does it?
I
Does it
really
really?
don't like where this is going.
Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it casts this case in a considerably different light. Then what is the defense's opinion on this testimony? Contradictory. Right? Yes.
Wait a second. As a grown man, definitely wasn't much.
That little window being open a crack, wasn't that out? Wasn't that out towards the show floor? That wouldn't have been backstage. That little window she saw it through. Because the music is coming through there. Contradictory.
Oh, right.
Though it pains me to say this, something about Lemuel's testimony that rings false.
Bravo, Hairforehead. You're colder than I thought.
Sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As it's been established, no grown man could pass through that air vent. Couldn't have fled the scene of the crime.
But that means Lamirar has to be lying.
I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea was tempting.
It is as Hairforehead says. Yet this is not the only contradiction within her testimony.
What next? What's he talking about?
Amira, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember you are the siren of the balance. Lies will not become such a creature. What does the prosecution mean?
Apollo, what he's talking about?
Stealing my line! How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that?
Because he's handsome, Apollo. I recall the state of the crime scene quite well.
State of the room?
Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it.
What? But I'm sure.
Amira, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. My opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser.
She's the only eyewitness we have!
So you say. And the victim named her the siren as a witness?
That's right, that's what Mr. Litthouse.
We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility, and it brought us to this. Head Judge? Yes? Prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please. I'm afraid I must stand to the prosecution's request. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility.
Oh, come on! As soon as the fucking witness isn't credible when it helps my case, suddenly they get thrown out. But every single fucking time, Phoenix has to jump through a million hoops to prove that they're not... I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. Everything's okay. I'm so okay. I'm okay.
Breathe. It's okay.
Alright.
Yeah, no, you're not. Come on, let's again.
Like, slams his head into the desk and leaves a dent.
I'm okay now. Under Hart can testify.
Apollo, your forehead is bleeding. Stop hitting the table with it.
I'm fine.
Then we don't have a chance to prove in Machi's innocent.
This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, continue making your case. Danke. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fräulein Detective again.
Wait, let me hear Romeo's testimony one last time.
Cross-examination is already over. Such time as the need arises, this may leave the stand.
I'm sorry I could not be the more of assistance.
To fucking eat my own leg.
No!
At last, back to the real trial.
You smug motherfucker.
Ready, Hairforehead?
I'm gonna hit you with something blunt. Solid. I'm made of metal. Like a bat.
Apollo,
I
carrying-
just missed
I'm
my only
carrying
chance.
I'm carrying a thinker in my head. Do you want it?
Yes.
Fräulein Detective, how far have we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted?
Do not me.
I hate it here.
I just like saying the same thing twice. And I never repeat a song for an encore. If you would, Miss Guy.
I believe I was only saying that the only way Mr. Lito's killer could have escaped was through the air vents of the ceiling.
I hate it here.
Ah, yes. There was only one door to the room. And a witness, you, was standing in front of it.
The air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time.
You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself. I'm fine.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm alright.
Did you just merely fell from the chair?
I slammed my head against the desk.
Oh my goodness, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You don't sound like.
There she does state a clear case. Reading the report, something caught my eye. Oh, what's that? The circumstances of the defendant's arrest. Circumstances? Again?
Hey, that's right, Apollo! Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre.
Oh yeah, they were napping. Right. How did Miss Latouse's body disappear from the room? Up on top of that stage tower. Guitar, no less.
I can't stop thinking about that. Machi
Deceptive
was lying.
observation, Herr Judge.
Machi was lying on a Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
called
he was in the
Death
Yamcha position.
Hi, sheep.
Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough, you get a nose for things. I hate you.
He just sure seemed pleased with himself.
I hate literally all of you but Trucy.
I love you too, Apollo.
I'm so tired. Very good, Fräulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? Body.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lemirar's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. What signature?
Yeah, wait, what? Hold on. Fucking wait, Emma, you can't just say something like that.
Without...
Emma!
Emma!
Lemirar's song? Yes, the guitar's serenade. You noticed its code too, did you not? Its code? All of the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held on to so tightly were stolen. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Latouse's life was taken by a bullet. The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, up goes up to the sky. That's bad! It's like a story out of some fairy tale, or out of a B+ visual novel. I admit, I had forgotten about the song. There it is now waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were. Apollo, it's only the first trial. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Hey, you know what? I was the one first noticed that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and we'll go get dinner after this as a reward, okay? I'll buy you a burger.
Yay,
Your
burger!
dad told me that's what I'm supposed to do with my assistants. I've heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs, but
Oh, we go
killing?
straight to the daddy.
The wild world, I'd say, head judge. Haven't you seen American Psycho? That guy kills your music all the time. I mean, just the one time, but that's pretty much the one everyone thinks about. Very well, we've heard one song and dance, let's get on to the next one, the cross-examination. Not so sure I'm gonna be doing much singing. Dancing, on the other hand, is a strong maybe.
Also, just recently I found out that guy that was playing Patrick Bateman and the American Psycho also voiced Howl from Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Just
That's
everyone in
range,
the chat.
baby.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, if you didn't ever heard about this, just leave with that fact now. It's very funny.
That's knowledge you're stuck with now, chat.
do art.
Two
Make fun of
arts.
it. Make fun of it.
I want to discuss the victim. Yeah. Emma,
And much.
what the fuck does this mean?
What do you mean by his signature?
The bullet holes in the wall, of course.
Ah, yes, of course! The signature of a pianist! Bullet holes in a wall! What the fuck are you on about?
Also, may I ask a question?
Uh.
Emma said that Machi dragged Mr. Lato's body. How the fuck could he do it? He's a little child
Yeah,
and he's
he's
a
a
grown
child,
man.
and fucker, the victim is huge.
I can I highly doubt that a child Machi's size could have dragged a grown-ass man full of muscles and protein.
Yeah,
Like to other stage and not being noticed by someone. Also, Emma called for backup. There probably was a lot of people there. Can someone please acknowledge that?
oh god, this is the third case in an Ace Attorney game. It's so shit.
I can't believe I'm breaking down. I'm usually the calm one.
Yeah, no, you're usually the one keeping me from breaking something, but like, Jesus Christ.
I just wanna.
You need like a pillow or something to shout into?
I literally just shouted in the pillow. I don't know if my mic got it.
No, your mic got like the first second of it, and then it cut off.
Well, now you know. The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
And that means what exactly?
The dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. That would be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range.
What? I'm so tired.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Yeah, very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
No, you can't be serious.
Machi, he can't see. Isn't like he missed? That's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire a gun.
What, so he's fucking Daredevil? Like he shot while he was... What the fuck is wrong with you people?
You know what? Something tells me that Machi isn't actually blind.
Oh fuck, it's totally gonna be the twist, isn't it?
Yeah, and something tells me the first shot he missed on purpose.
Oh god. That reminds me, the monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions, talking by sounds. That shooter! No wonder he missed.
Knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Hey, Justice, what do I do now?
Raise an objection, it always works.
Raise an objection!
Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall. That doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
Oh? How so?
Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim. I mean, again, it's not exactly a small weapon. I feel like it could have been pretty obvious.
That's certainly possible.
And it might have been the revolver's fault.
Revolver?
The revolver was a very high caliber, correct?
If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why it could dislocate the shoulder.
Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tobaye, is, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kick alone would throw off his aim.
Yeah, convincing argument to be sure.
Ha! Take that, smug prosecution. Why is nobody panicking?
Why is everyone so silent all of a sudden?
This is normally when people start making shocked sounds.
Apollo,
Huh? What?
that bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim. Aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it?
Huh.
Um,
Your Honor?
May I reload the last save?
Oh. I didn't really think that one through, did I?
Great job, Apollo. Great job. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll admit,
Fucked up.
I'm man enough to admit that was a mistake. I didn't really think that one through. Juicy, could you stage another kidnapping, please?
You forbid me to do so.
It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
Shut up! Shut up! Cripes! I really put my foot in this time!
Cripes? Jesus Christ, Apollo. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fraulein Detective. Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony. Wait, hold on. I think we did something right. I think we did something correctly.
Oh?
Because the fucking
The death. Ooh.
if he missed with the first shot, wouldn't he have fucking like turned around to look at the gunshot and then therefore wouldn't have been shot in the back?
It's possible.
And also, there's all the like blood on the floor.
And something waited with the blood.
Something about this is bothering. Is he writing in their language?
No, it's probably was. Someone tried to wipe it off.
Yeah. Someone tried to cover it. Someone who would have seen the blood on the ground.
Oh, that felt good.
Prosecution holds that the shooter couldn't see.
A scientific conclusion based on throughout examination of the crime scene. Yes.
But all that has nothing against wild fucking guessing! Apparently not thorough enough. I have a certain piece of evidence that completely overturns your claim.
What?
Oh, this is going to be fun.
This is that evidence!
Photograph of the crime scene?
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face. I mean, I kinda do, but not in a way that I'm ready to unpack just yet.
Not now! Not now, Apollo!
Now is not the time to think. This is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Time to charge blindly into my first thought. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There's something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
Then perhaps you'd best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah? Oh boy, there's a few jokes I can make about that, but I'm not going to.
I mean,
Well,
is this
show us
an
what you're talking
invitation?
about, Mr. Justice.
Is this an invitation given?
It's the, so let's just move on. So it's the blood on the ground.
Contradiction is right here.
That's bloodstain.
I thought it was just my blurry vision. But it really was blurry. The weight of the victim's head is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I've seen many times in this court.
It's almost as if he wrote something.
Aha! I get it! At least think I get it.
Me too. I also think I get it.
Get what, Fräulein?
When Mr. Latos was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write in it but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me.
Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. Yeah, that does seem to be a distinct possibility. And honestly, I've seen even more kinds of bullshit in this court anyway.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's not an illogical conclusion.
Drat, I just wish I wasn't all rubbed out with that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. As if would I. One has anything else to say? About what? So the prosecution accepts this. You agree that this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer. And that the killer tried to rub the name out.
What's your point?
Fucking
Emma!
Emma! What's
my...
my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Ritolos was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw it was...
Oh! Oh! What was that? What was that? You want to say that again? You want to say that one again, detective? What's the killer what? What's the killer what now? Ah! Ah!
Wait.
Ah!
But he saw what it was. But what did you just testify about the shooter?
I said there...
Why the fuck did it take you? Gee, are all the fucking detectives in this town like this?
Just looked at chat. Okay, I gotta show this. You mind, Witchy?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so.
Gee, Apollo is the best character to train my drone emotion skills on.
It's
He's
great.
so perfect for it.
So, if anyone was curious how I looked trying to present the brooch earlier, this is Witch's depiction. It's pretty 1-to-1, I would say. That was pretty much exactly what I was doing. Witch Bush on Tumblr, check her out. She's awesome. That's absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
That is exactly what I was doing.
Boom.
I mean, sorry, I got wood chips in my mouth. Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. Oh wait, sorry, I'm winning. Confident voice. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? And remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tobaye, is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter. That's right. You and your sassy stance are fucked now. Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what this all means. I could also explain it. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter can see. And up until now... Seems I owe the court an apology. I swear to God, if you're about to tell us that he can see, I'm gonna be real nettled. I'm gonna be real peeved. And dare I say, I'm going to be cross. The Gaviniers are a band with a law enforcement ties, yes? Yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently, this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner. Not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here. Am I about to get a fucking updated autopsy report?
No.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor being all relaxed and smiling like that?
Because he's about to ruin my day. Again.
Like, he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us.
I've got an idea. Let's rock. We saw these documents. But before that, I have a question for the Fräulein detective, if I may.
What?
Tell me, why do you think Machi Tobaye is blind?
Huh?
What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
Of course.
He's blind penis, right?
Is it a fucking stage bit?
So he's doesn't Lemirar lead him around by the hand all the time?
It's a fucking stage bit like Lemirar not speaking English. No way.
No way!
I have a report here on the defendant, Machi Tobaye. According to this, Machi Tobaye can see perfectly well.
What?
His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Dijonians. Can see quite well.
The DiGiorno. It's
It's
never gonna
It's
leave you,
just
right?
better. It's going to be so much easier to say. What you said? What did I say exactly? Therefore, Head, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind.
Yeah, but your case benefited significantly from it. You have like a... You have an obligation to inform the court.
I'm fine, I'm okay. The only one who did was Fräulein Detective.
But that's stupid and frustrating and incredibly disingenuous of you.
A significant fact, yes.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Consider, Machi Tobaye sees, and he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problem with this.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe her forehead neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was the kickback from the high caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. Oh. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. This is where the real fun begins, her forehead. Ah! I knew you didn't have what it took.
You jerk! Just what was buying? Just what was I in here for? Comic relief?
Mostly, yes.
Yeah! Apologize, Emma!
I'm handsome and famous. I'll be doing neither.
No way to apologize!
He's angered the Trucy now. Look out.
Yeah, me and Trusso!
Trucy's about to
baby.
fucking deck him. Trucy's about to pull out Mr. Hat and stand rush him.
I get it. Mr. Head is her stand, right? Yeah. One of the JoJo's.
If we could please end the bickering. Now.
Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't live like this. I'll come up with some clue in only this case that kills me.
Mr. Desperate has already given us enough to convict the defendant. Ugh, don't say that. Aha, what?
Fuck you mean nah? Fuck you mean haha? The criminal tried to wipe the blood off, huh?
That seems to be what happened, yeah.
We might be able to find out what was really written here.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, we can.
That might actually be good. You can do that?
That's right. With this.
What is that? Index?
Vinegar. It's called luminol.
Hot water and dish soap.
Maybe you know of it? It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
Why would I know it? Oh yes, have we done those tests yet?
Ah, as if I'm going to tell you.
Emma, I know you're mad at him, but like,
But it's kind of your,
you have
it's
to
kind of
tell
part of
him.
your job. It's kind of part of your job.
Yeah,
You're,
you kind of have to tell him.
you're working with blood, please.
Or at least tell me. The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform
least
blood
don't
tests, that
choose-
section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now. Right.
Right. Go for it, Apollo.
No, you got it right the second time. I am Apollo. Huh? I have to do the test.
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
That doesn't really answer my question. Why am I doing this?
Because you're kind of a detective yourself, Apollo. Deal with it.
I'm a defense attorney. Look, I got the badge and everything. Chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this before. It's on TV once. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it.
I still feel like, you know, maybe, like... Okay. No, it's fine. I'll do it.
Just flex your space muscle to spray an area. Here, give it a try.
Actually, the entire corner focused on me.
Apollo, your hands is shaking.
I know! Let's do this. Oh, oh. Eh. Eh.
What? Try.
Eh.
What?
IPYX314206.
Is this a date?
It's nothing.
ITBOYBBNO $.
Not quite.
Sorry. IPYX31428. This must be the power of science. It says IPX63.
That is not two X's. That is 100% a Y. No, whatever. Fine. I won't question it.
314206. Is that killer's name?
I think it's a serial number.
It's the name of the Discord.
Ah, I have it. What is it? I saw those that as IPXX look familiar. This is an Interpol ID number.
Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency?
Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. Is someone in this case a terrorist?
What?
But why would he write that number? Why would Mr. Lataus even know a number like that? Good show, Fräulein Detective. Rock on.
Huh?
Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
Great. Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Well then, give me 30 minutes. No, 27.
Why 27?
Now he's gone.
Like-
I'm not sure what to think about this. Prosecution's case is airtight. So it seems. If this number is really that of an Interpol agent,
Oh wait, I know. What if Machitobe really is undercover Interpol agent? A child! A child!
that would be a possibility. Possibility, yeah. And whether would mark him as the killer for certain. Why did Mr. Lataus know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Actually, there's a lot about this that I'd really like to get a little bit better, but like, you know, one step at a time. Well, we have some time while we wait for Darian's report. Herr Forehead, if you will join me in the supply closet. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? I'm a curious mystery concerning Machi Tobaye. What are you talking about? Fräulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could in fact see just before the trial began. Seems too much of a bother to tell you.
You had me until the last bit.
Does this not raise another straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend it can't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Herr Forehead? Huh? Me? Machi Tobaye pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
Known from the start of the trial. Leading us on the whole time. Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? Oh, that the moment I heard that report, I knew why. Guys, most people who've sold over 1 million records really are something else. What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Machi Tobaye pretended to be blind. It wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now? It wasn't for himself. Mr. Justice? Is that evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness?
Do we have anything?
The postcard? Because it says sightseeing on it? Fuck it, we ball! Hachi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Means, no, it couldn't be.
Good show, Herr Forehead. It seems you thought of something.
How can I figure these things out on my own? Having to take my cues from this guy. Very well. Look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see.
Oh god. It's another publicity stunt.
Did you guess it?
Oh my fucking god, I was right. That is
The-
Lamira.
Amirar and Machi Tobaye. Recall their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
Lamira and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on the stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was blind. He led him at all times, never letting him go.
All times.
Yet we've just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time?
Well, wasn't it part of their performance?
I think there's a simpler explanation. Hachi didn't need to be led by the hand at all. It can only mean one thing.
What?
I don't get it either.
Really, it's all the other way around. What?
Huh?
What?
What?
One who needed to be led by the hand. Flamirar. What?
What? Apollo,
What the fuck?
Apollo, no, everyone just staring at Apollo, including us, not getting what the fuck is he saying?
So you mean to say that Lamira's, she's...
Yes, Your Honor. Flamirar is blind.
What?
This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin. It now? Yes! It calls so much of this fucking case so far into question. The defense has made an outrageous claim. The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his fast forehead.
Okay, dude, like seriously, you keep making comments about it. It's like actually starting to bug me.
But I see it is not fast in vain. This time. He's quite correct. That makes no sense!
He painted in sounds or something.
This game was doing so well!
I.
What the fuck?
Apollo, you were doing so good, so logical. What the fuck?
How the fuck did this game come up with something stupider than the rubber bullets twist? How the fuck do you have a twist in your story dumber than Yakuza 4? What the fuck? Oh my fucking god.
Actually, yeah, she kind of mentioned that she, being the relies on her ears better than on her eyes. That she called
But
it.
that's her as like being a singer. I suck at remembering faces too. That doesn't make me blind. Oh god. So upset. Have you already read this line or?
Yeah, I read this line.
Okay.
I
Well,
I think
since
we-
we have her here, I'll throw a baseball at her head. If she reacts, then she's not blind. I believe she is still in the witness wait.
actually wait. Why don't we check her? Like a medical check right here in this courtroom.
Because
Can
we
we
don't know
call
any
him
doctors.
Can we call some doc or medic or whatever?
It has to be someone we know. That makes too much sense. You said it yourself. Stop reading into these things.
Apollo, what does this mean? It's for our case.
I don't even know anymore. It means it's rapidly declining in quality. Jesus, what is it with the third case in Ace Attorney games?
No.
They're either forgettable or so unbelievably shit that it's the first thing about the game I'll remember. Okay. I had no idea she couldn't see. I didn't even imagine it up until now. It makes zero fucking sense.
I am not feeling good.
Yeah,
I'm
hoping we're nearing the end of trial because I think I'm gonna call it a streams.
May I say it just once?
Yes.
For first time, I wanna say that I'm gonna have a fucking brain aneurysm.
Yeah. This is how I felt through the entirety of the Phoenix Wright trilogy.
Well, it's time for my face.
Well, pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. Yet I must. We're all in pain, Prosecutor Gavin. Please do not be concerned on my behalf. Oh, that was Lemurard. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Nice. She really can't see. Really?
It is true. How funny it is that a tiny line born of the northern countryside. Are you still there?
I'm fine. Like Apollo's like biting he's like bitten a chunk out of the desk at this point. So you are...
Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lemuroir. Know too that my memories begin in darkness. The word life has no meaning for Lemuroir.
Sure, fine, whatever.
Yeah, that's... Okay. Give Apollo a gun? He fucking deserves one after all this. Jesus Christ.
I wanna end the suffering.
Apollo needs like a gun, a stiff drink, and a nap after this fucking case. And we're not even like... I don't even think we're halfway through.
He needs a stove, a rope, a chandelier, and be left alone.
Yeah. God. You recall me saying something towards the beginning of this trial there for him.
What's that?
I believe it was... I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. You... Fine. Fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. I want a gun now. Now, Lemuroir, I must ask you to stand once more. You testify to the court about your eyes?
Of course. I was never intent to deceive any of you.
But you, like, seriously did. That's a major fucking omission. Lies of omission are lies. And when they're this fucking dramatic, you have to bring it up.
May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes, of course. Not like this case get any fucking worse.
I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor.
Yeah, like how this game is quickly losing my respect.
Just as Apollo does. I have no memory of the light. Adopted in the world of darkness and sound. My producer came out of my PR line before he knew this. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone in my staff knew, of course, but no others. Wait a fucking second.
This is a murder trial.
I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see.
This is a murder trial. Your manager is dead.
Your
Would you just
pianist
punched her body?
trial of murder. I My blindness is secret, no matter what. I am going to kill you. I don't care about you being pretty anymore. I want to strangle you, woman.
Yeah, this is. Oh god.
I'm losing my fucking marbles over this case.
This is less creepy than the circus case, but it's significantly more frustrating.
Music is everything for me. Okay.
Told us the truth in the beginning. Said she saw nothing. But there's such a major fucking difference between I saw nothing because I'm not a witness and I saw nothing because I'm fucking blind! And that is a critical distinction you have to make! You cannot assume people will just know that!
Quite similar to the Jay. I think, Jay, you and I will need to go to the therapist after this.
I think
3
this
months.
case isn't very good. The problem is, it's worse because the first 2 cases of this game were so good. And this case started so strong. I'm so
But
blind I
now-
can't even see you, goddamn. Does the defense have anything to add? I hate this case, and I hate all of you.
Me? What is there left to ask?
What
I
the
have no
fuck I'm
idea.
doing here? There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it is best if we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well, the defense may proceed. I will be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness.
Very stressful for us. Aren't you going to consider that?
I'm gonna have a fucking stroke. This is why I'm not playing the investigations games.
I just
I knew this.
I've learned my stuff new, but of
Fucking-
course.
What? What?
I need to breathe. I need to breathe.
When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Litthouse?
Of course, he was my manager.
He knew. That's what's been bugging me. Doesn't matter. Why would he call her out as the witness? Doesn't it matter, Mr. Justice? I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. I was thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is he right, Apollo?
Yeah, I was.
Starting all again.
Just keep living this. Do we have to watch through that entire scene every single fucking time?
Yeah, we
Mr.
gotta
Litthouse
see.
told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. Oh, because she heard Darren's voice.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because she heard Shark Boy's voice. This is the Interpol agent that shot him. Because he wants to, like, I don't know, start an international crisis because he's racist or something. I don't know.
What
But this is the killer who killed this guy because he's probably important. Or maybe he was going to kill her or something like that. And then she heard his voice, and that's why he named her as the witness. I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired.
Me too. Let's just finish this cross-examination and call it a stream. We're both tired.
You need to learn how to think for yourself. Meaning what? There's no mystery here if you recall everything he said. His last words once more. Witness Siren? Heard them many times, along with little play acting by our defense. I remember them all myself, but that statement is not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that. Before that? That's right. Tried to tell you. Ted can't see. He wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness. Well, here for him. Try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. Whatever, man. It was your guitarist that killed the guys. Shut up. Order! Order! Well, let me well tell your testimony.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
But you couldn't have heard those gunshots. Right, that we proved that. That is not the most important point here. The moment he was shot, Mr. Latals witnessed her through that window. Why else would she have named her the witness?
But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots and the man's voice.
Wait, but didn't Emma testify the window was cracked?
Wait. But it was so clear. If I could hear the voice again, I would know it. I could know it instant.
Rather!
Um,
What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here? Send the results back for the investigation. Investigation?
what did I
The
have to
Interpol
stop?
number that Mr. Latals left us. Well, let's hear it. We'll continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescent! Detective Crescent, your report, please.
Now she's
Well, I asked
gonna
Interpol
recognize
about
it.
that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick as always, Dyson. Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent? RP86314206. Agent registered under that number. I'm the task. What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latals himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. So, when he wrote those letters, trying to tell us his own identity, a cautious killer tried to wipe him away.
Mr. Toes was an undercover Interpol agent. So he being Lemurar's manager.
Just a cover, most likely. There's another important detail I found. Well, that was it. Since that killed a revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently it belonged to Romain Latals. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms. The registration number on the revolver matched. Victor was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. Hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. Victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. Well, that ties into everything.
Got to be the type to somehow, you think?
Probably stupidly. Somehow. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help. No problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be in that. Yeah, she's gonna recognize his voice.
Oh, finally. Wait,
That'd be right. Is something the matter?
the voice just now.
Guardian?
Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I'm sure of it.
It was him. You are saying.
The voice I heard talking to Mr. Latos. But when I heard the gunshots fired, it was him. It was Mr. Darian.
Called it. Some kind of joke. What? Called it. Why?
Why is he here so
Bad.
bad?
Courtroom fell into such a chaotic state the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never seen that happen before. It's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. Gerard fingering Darian Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Really a bit his voice Lemurrar heard? Changing fast, and frankly I wasn't trying to keep up with it.
Hey, no wiping now, Apollo!
Okay, fucking
How did
thank
you
God.
continue? Thank God.
Jesus Christ. Oh, sweet release.
Ugh.
Fucking hell.
I feel like.
Okay. I'm gonna throw up the
I
ending
feel like-
suit screen.
I feel like I just been through hell.
Yeah, fucking, oh my god. I forgot. That, you know, for the first 2 cases, I forgot I was playing an Ace Attorney game. But here we are. Christ alive, that sucked. Okay. So,
I definitely gonna. I'm
you know,
definitely
maybe
gonna
it's a good
go
thing
after
Charlie
this
wasn't here for this, because they really liked this game, and they weren't very nice to it there. Granted,
Yeah.
that felt deserved, but like, dear
Charlie, just
God.
so you know, Charlie, if you will watch this video in the future, just know that after this case, I'm definitely gonna start smoking.
Yeah, like, if you're watching this, we love you, but
We love you,
this
but this
fucking
game is
case blows. Okay,
okay. Well,
well, it blew
that
it.
part,
It had a
yeah,
strong start, and then it completely blew it.
and it sucked everything out of us.
Okay,
Our
thankfully now, we're gonna have a long time to recover. I'll talk about this again next week, but I will be back Wednesday. But Saturday, I'm going to be gone again for even longer because
No.
August is like hateful and a bunch of things that I can't control have come up. It's a
Yeah.
crappy situation and I'm not huge on it, but some stuff has come up that I can't change. So we're stuck with it. So Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, we'll be back with more Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I'm very excited about because it has immediately become a game I like significantly more than this one. But thankfully, or perhaps unfortunately, I will not be back for a very long time after that. I believe it will be Wednesday. Wednesday I'm back, and then Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday I'm gone.
oh,
I'll have to review in the future, but definitely next week, Saturday, and the week after Wednesday, I will be gone. I will be back on Wednesday this week, or I guess next coming week, this next coming Wednesday, but the Saturday and Wednesday after that, I know for sure I'm going to be gone, and maybe the Saturday after that. Sucks, and I hate it, but I can't do anything about it. So, I just ask that you all be patient with me. School year's starting, so everyone's got shit going on.
oh, Jesus Christ.
But, thank you all for joining me through all that. Witchy, thank you for joining me, and I'm so sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
That fucking trial.
That
Believe
I'm
me,
so sorry
it's
to miss
not.
you. Thank you, Witchy.
It, di-
Chat, you need to
it
thank
doesn't.
Witchy all of the time for all of the things that they have done. Because she's fantastic and would not have these games without her.
Oh, copy.
So, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, we'll be back for Yakuza Like a Dragon. But after that, we do thank her so much. Yes, as you should, chat.
Yeah.
Until then, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm James Tetsuka Rose, and I will see you guys next time.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.